All right, so if you are choosing My Word Art, this is an example of a finished piece of mine. So you are going to be going to the website wordart.com and you are going to design a word cloud that describes your culture. And you're going to need to put 15 words in. So for your word art, as you're designing it, you're going to enter 15 different words or short phrases that describe parts of your culture. You also will need to pick the shape that you want your word cloud to be in. For example, I picked a dolphin because they're one of my favorite animals. And then you can pick the different colors, word directions, and fonts. So I'm going to kind of go through that. So if you are going to open up Word Art, it's going to be wordart.com. And you're just going to say create now. Now you probably aren't going to want the word cloud. You may want art in there if art is your thing, but you will want to kind of go through and delete these. And then you're going to put what you want it to be. Like I made sure my name was in there and it was my name, so I wanted it to look bigger than everything else. So I did change the size right here. And then you're going to pick like 15 different words that would describe part of your culture. It can be your religion. It could be types of food that you like to eat. It could be clothes that you like to wear. Music that you like to listen to. That would work. I listen to a wide variety of music, so if I had to pick someone, let's see. I like Kenny Chesney. I should probably type his name right. Okay. It can be the language that you speak or different languages that you speak. It could also just be some activities that you like to do. And you're going to have 15 of them. I'm not going to keep going through that, but that's what it would be like. And you can change the size. Say, I want my name to look bigger, then I'm going to make that size bigger. If I want, volleyball to stick out, I can change that size to be bigger and so on. You can make these whatever you want. You can mess around with it until you have it like you want it. Another thing is to come down here and pick what shape that you like. There's all kinds of different ones on here. So earlier I picked like a dolphin for mine. I went through, but I could change it up if I wanted. If you like the cloud look, that's fine. There's different emojis. Maybe I want this one. And then I can choose different fonts. Like what do I want it to look like? Choose that one this time. Your layout would be how do you want the words to look? So I'm going to choose the dancing words. And then style, like you can kind of customize what colors you want. If you click on one, it'll give you different ways to do it. You can add that to the palette. You can come down here if you want some green, add that to the palette. I don't really like that one. There we go. Say I do want green though, click on here, but I want it to be bright green. Maybe I'm going to add that now. I can add that to the palette. I want it to be a little bit brighter, and maybe I want some blue in there. I'm going to add that to the palette. I close that up. I have it maybe the way I want it, and then I'm going to hit visualize. It will take a second or two or three. And then it in the shape of whatever I picked. it put all of those words in there. So again, this looks a little bit bigger and so on. It sticks out a little bit more. If I'm happy with it, then what you can do is you can take a screenshot of it, or you can come over here and mess around with that and it'll change like what colors stick out and what ones don't. The background image could stick out more if you want, like that, or not as much, like so. And you can kind of figure all that out until you have it the way you want it to have. So then I'm going to screenshot it. And to do that, I need to click the Control Shift and then the button towards the top of my computer that has a square and then two little dashes by it. And my screen will go a little bit darker, and I take my arrow and I make sure it takes care of everything. And then I screenshot right there, and it's all finished. And then I'm ready to attach it to my project. And there you go. That is how that works.